everyone and welcome back to my channel today. My name is Christian and today we're here to talk about the new record from Circa Survive. It is titled The Amulet. This is the band's 6th studio record and the follow-up to 2014's Census. Now, I've been a big fan of Circa Survive for a very, very long time, and my favorite record from them is actually Blue Sky Noise, a record that I really feel gets overlooked when compared to the rest of their back catalogue. But for me, it's the record where they really got everything right. I just love that record so much, and honestly, maybe it's because it's the first record I ever heard from them, so there may be a bit of, favoritism going on. But that record really has a run for its money with this new one because this record is absolutely fantastic. Once again, Circa Survive have come out and absolutely hit it out of the park. So let's get into it. This record basically sounds like Circa Survive doing what they do best to the highest level. There's so much ambience and so much space, and I love that. It's really refreshing to hear a record that goes, you know what, we don't have to be in your face all the time. Sometimes we can take a step back, let that space come through, and let you relax. There's also a level of darkness to this record that is starting to creep more and more into Circa Survive's music, and that's really heard on a song like Premonition of the Hex, which is a song that is very dark, and I love it. Lustration opens up this record incredibly. This song is easily in the race for my favorite song of 2017. It really shows off what can happen when every single element that Circa Survive use comes together in perfect harmony. Anthony Green's performance on this track is mesmerizing. Not only is the melodic writing incredible, but the emotion that comes across in his performance is absolutely breathtaking. And the guitars work off of each other perfectly, and the drums lay down this fantastic groove with these little flourishes here and there that just drive this track forward. There aren't a lot of bands that encompass great musicianship as well as Circa Survive do, from the guitars that work together perfectly, to the drums and bass that lay down these fantastic grooves, to the ambience in between. They really know how to lay down a perfect canvas for Anthony Green to sing over. And as I said earlier, on this record, every element is working together in perfect harmony. And as far as the instrumental goes, let's first start to the drums, which are absolutely incredible on this record. This guy has been one of my favorite drummers ever since I first heard Circa Survive on the track Imaginary Enemy. He plays such straight up beats, but they have such great groove and feel to them, and not only that, he adds these little flourishes just in these little pockets that just elevate sections to another level. The guitar playing is also brilliant on this record. The guitar players in this band have always had a really unique way of both playing different lead parts but then combining together to create this one harmonious sound that works together perfectly and ebbs and flows between each other, and once again they nail it on this record. Flesh and Bone is another one of my favorite tracks on this record and feels like more of a ballad but with a full band backing it up, and it starts out really subtly and over its duration grows until this really fantastic ending. And it contains one of my favorite Anthony Green performances of his entire career. I can really see this song becoming a staple in their headline sets. Anthony Green's vocal performance on this record is once again perfect. The fact that you could listen to the instrumental of this record and be mesmerized shows off just how great Anthony Green's vocal performance is, because he's the standout. His ability for writing melody is second to none, and not only that, the conviction in which he sings these words really makes it feel like he's kind of having a heart-to-heart conversation with you. He's also one of the only vocalists with a range this high that I can stand listening to for hours upon hours. You hear other vocalists in this range, people like Kellen Quinn from Sleeping with Sirens and Vic Fuentes from Pierce the Veil, both of whom are horrible vocalists compared to Anthony. But after a couple of songs of listening to those guys, it really starts to hurt my ears, whereas with Anthony, I could listen to him sing all day and all night. Stay injects some pace back into the record after a few progressive, expansive songs. I really love the fast pace to the main riff of the guitars, and the chorus sounds massive with the two lead guitars really creating this wall of sound that sounds fantastic. This is definitely one of the more straightforward songs compared to the rest of the record, but it's also one of the highlights. Rites of Investure was the second single released from this record, and what a great song it is. It continues the pace that came in on Stay, but cranks it up another notch. Circa Survive really chose their singles right on this record. If Lustration shows off the softer, more groovy side of Circa Survive, this track really shows off them being just a great rock band. I love hearing the grit in Anthony's voice, and the fuzzed up bass that runs its way all the way throughout the track is great. The production on this record is also beautifully done. The drums sound natural but punchy, and the guitars have such clarity to them that you can really hear every note, and they create this really beautiful sonic experience. And when you look at who produced this record, it was Will Yip, a guy who has worked with bands such as Turnover and the Menzingers, so it's no wonder this record sounds this great. Overall, I love this record from Circa Survive. I really feel like they're one of the more underrated bands on the entire planet, and on this record they show why they're one of the best bands on the planet and also one of the most consistent. Definitely go and check out this record. Listen to it right now. My top 3 tracks are going to be Lustration, Flesh and Bone, and Rites of Investure, and I'm going to give this record a 4 out of 5. Anyway, what did you guys think about the record? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Did you like the record? Did you not like the record? Let me know down below. We're here to have a conversation about music, so let's do that. But if you're just going to fill up the comment section with hate and insults, just know I'm going to read your comments and laugh at how pathetic your life is. Anyway, thanks for watching my video today, guys. Please hit subscribe down below, and I will see you next time. Fresh Currents.
She's dead.